What's up, everyone? Welcome back. Today we're going to talk about some new frogs, or I guess rats. This is the Bass Rat from Scum Frog. We'll talk about this new redesign that they did. Thanks everyone for watching. As you know, I love bass fishing tackle. I mean, it's what I'm all about. It's what these videos are about. That's why I keep posting them, because there's so many great things out there. So I love showcasing stuff, either it's a brand new product, talking about tackle tips, things like that, or redesigns like this from Scum Frog. Now we all know Scum Frog. I mean, they are an OG in frog fishing. I mean, that was one of the first frogs I have ever seen, I ever fished. Those in snag proof as well, which interestingly enough are both now part of the same company in American Baitworks. They also have Net Bait, Halo Rods, Freedom Tackle, and Set the Hook Tackle. So kind of a mini collaboration or mini conglomerate of different brands. But Scum Frog, I really like what they're doing. I mean, number one, I'll say this, these are made in America, which pretty unique, in the tackle world. I mean, there's not much that is made in America. So I think just kind of what I'm hearing, they're able to keep those prices a little bit lower because there's no tariffs. Obviously that's going on right now. So being made in America, they got a little benefit there. They don't have to worry about that stuff. But this is pretty cool. A couple things I like about this rat is, one, and this is my background in marketing, so I look at things like this, but the packaging is legit. Like, look at that mean looking rat on there. This thing really stands out when it's on a pegboard. Again, that's kind of nerdy getting into the marketing side of things, but really like the design of it. It really stands out. Now, obviously that's not gonna help you catch more fish or anything, but it's just pretty cool. Now let's talk about some of the colors. I think I got every color here. There's 6 of them. So we got the pink one. I think they call that Pinky. We also got a mouse color, Field Mouse. This one's a good name, Ratatouille right here. This just looks like a mouse, rat. And I have one open, I'll show you too. I'm not gonna just show you these packages and colors, but we also got Ghost Rat and Calico Rat. So different colors, different options. And then the one that I opened first, just because this is what I'm gonna use first, is just a solid black color. So a couple things I noticed about this frog. One is it's soft, and that hook, you could see how much of a gap is in there. So you're gonna hook those fish a lot better because it is a soft body. So you can hook those fish. You can bend them out a little bit if you want, but out of the package, that looks ready to go. So soft body. It's also, if you look at the silicone skirt strands, it's just one. So it looks more like a rat tail versus the 2 for a frog, obviously, that we're used to. So that's gonna have a little bit different action. I think it's gonna swim a little differently than a regular frog. Also, it's gonna do that because of this pointed head. So you can see how narrow it is up here. This is gonna walk really well, and just from looking at it, I can tell it will. And it's more of a slender body than a frog. I mean, obviously a fish isn't saying, hey, that's a rat or that's a frog. They're just gonna eat anything on the surface if they're in the area, or they're gonna come through the mat or whatever, but I just like those little features on there. It does look like a mouse, but again, fish aren't that picky. If it's something that looks like a meal on the top of the water, they're gonna smash it. And I think the difference here, just being a slenderer body, it's gonna have a different action than all the other frogs that we all throw. Now, I have used some of the other Scum Frog stuff, like the Launch Frog. That one does really cast very well. It's a really good frog, so really like what they're doing here. The other thing that I noticed here, and you'll see if you fish a lot of frogs, you'll kind of appreciate this, but the weighting system is actually on the hook. So typically most frogs, they have that little weight just kind of glued on the bottom, and if you start catching a lot of fish, that thing's gonna fly off. I mean, I don't care what brand it is, it just happens. Those weights come off and then the frog is no good. So having it on or I guess the rat in this case, having it on the hook itself is a great idea. I like that. I just popped this thing out. So this is kind of the whole package inside of it, the internals, but it's a good looking hook, sharp hook, and then that weight on there. So really like that design. It's a pretty big hole on the back, so that's one question I have, is how much water it's gonna take on, but I guess we'll see. But it also looks like the water will fly out easily, during a cast. So like I said, I popped this guy out, but it's really easy to just put it back in place and you're ready to go. So that is a good looking frog called the Bass Rat. I mean, they had the Bass Rat back in the day, but they're back. So there you go, I got it back on there how it's supposed to be. Line tie, everything like that. Ready to go. Again, good hook, good colors, like that weighted system. I will do a follow-up, hopefully with a bunch of fish catches. I've been posting a lot of those on my YouTube shorts, also on TikTok, Instagram, and Facebook, those shorter form content with fish catches. So stay tuned, follow me on those places as well, and we will hopefully catch some fish on this summer. Still plenty of frog fishing to go. Thanks for watching.